let's begin.
Yes.
Got it.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Listen.
My time has come.
Now go. I will act as bait and lure away their main force. You take a detached force to drive through the gap and relieve Baimar Castle.
Those are Cao Cao's forces, headed for Baimar Castle. I have to warn Lord Yin Liang.
If they inform the main force of our position, we will lose the advantage of surprise. Quickly, pursue them!
Now we must go!
We will keep the enemy at bay. You must hurry to Lord Yin Liang's side. March forward!
We have received word that Cao Cao himself is headed for Yanjing. We cannot let this opportunity go to waste. We shall send our troops to target him. We march at once! Did I think
The enemy officer has been defeated.
It appears we have evaded detection by the enemy for now. We will continue our advance swiftly and silently.
Lord Cao Cao's renown makes him an excellent decoy. Just look at the size of the force they've sent after him. With this many of their soldiers here, Baima should be relatively unguarded. Our task is to do all that we can to protect Lord Cao Cao.
Choosing solitude on the battlefield. You must see good. Let's go. Let us fight!
Allied forces are marching to our aid. This will be enough to break the siege. Stand strong! Our victory is imminent! Prepare yourselves.
I owe Lord Cao Cao a great debt of gratitude. This battle is my chance to repay it with my
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Enter one! Fight me! You think you are still enough? Take this!
So they have spotted our advance. This leaves us no choice but to cut through their ranks with a frontal assault.
The strength of Yuan Shao's forces lies in their inexhaustible numbers. They seem to be pouring out from the fort in an endless stream. We should first focus our efforts on taking the fort. That will force them to change their strategy.
Now advance! Let's go!
We shall attack like a surging wave. Make haste with preparations.
Victory serves to make me that much stronger.
Their numbers matter not. But I will never falter. Use enough wisdom and courage. There is always a path to victory. With all my might. Now, begin the assault. All my might.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Take this! Take this! Take that! Let's go!
Get prepared.
Protect us!
On my might. Can't the enemy do better than that?
Got you!
Let's go! With all my might. I think this is...
The enemy officer has been defeated.
We're evenly matched. Push harder to gain the advantage.
They've taken the fort at Yanjin? We cannot let them cut off our reinforcements. Quickly, we must reclaim it.
Let's end this. Pressuring them. I can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Infested. Coming on. How can this be?
What? Yan Liang has been defeated. Impossible. This cannot be. I can't believe we managed to drive back such a large force. We may be outnumbered, but this battle is far from hopeless.
End this.
Send Wenchou. Attack Yanjin and bring me Cao Cao's head.
Protect us.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Our next target will likely be the enemy forces at Yanji.
The enemy officer
We can send some of our soldiers to the front. We can cross the river to the north and attack the enemy from behind. We must also be prepared to scale the cliffs on the way.
Take this.
We are providing aid in this battle in accordance with our pledge to the people of the North. However, seeing as Cao Cao is loyal to the Han court, we have no objections to taking his life.
You are a true warrior of the Three Kingdoms.
My power alone is insufficient for a comeback. Let's go.
throne to satisfy your endless avarice. Chaos has stricken the land, and the tears of the weak pool at the feet of the Emperor. That is why you must be eliminated.
The enemy officer
who you are or from where you hail.
You seem to be driven by a strong conviction.
The sash of the sacred third one. His eyes.
Take this.
You must be.
Normally, one seeks to overcome their opponent on the battlefield through superior resources. You, on the other hand, depend on your wits and courage. You may be my enemy, but I do admire your will to fight. You might even color me intrigued by it. There's no virtue in dying for so little. I shall retreat and fight another day.
You really are a true warrior of the Three Kingdoms.
The enemy forces at Yanjin are greatly diminished. We will finish them off in one final assault.
Tables
All my might. I've been waiting for this.
Gotcha! Let's go!
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated. With all my might.
Damn it all! Why did it have to end like this?
What? Wencho has fallen! This is not possible. What on earth happened? I could foresee losing either Yanliang or Wencho, but for both to have been slain, you fought well this time, Cao Cao. But this brings you no closer to matching our might. In the end, there can only be one victor, and that will be me!
Winning the first battle bodes very well for our side. Overcoming their greater numbers will prove to be difficult. This is not where we will strike the final blow. We will pull our forces back for now. This was a great victory, and it is owed to your wisdom and strength.
We are humbled, but it is not yet over, my lord.
Aye. We've swatted away some of their troops. But the flow of the battle has not yet shifted. It looks like Yuan Shao is continuing his march south. They will overrun us if we do not intercept them.
To defeat a large army, we must first take advantage of the terrain. We will draw back the front line to Guandu. There, we shall make our stand against Yuan Shao.
Zuluan, it's been too long. So it really was you. I never would have expected this. But why didn't you tell me where you were? What are you saying, Zuluan? Don't tell me you've forgotten who I am. You won't answer? Or maybe you can't. Then it's true. You really have forgotten everything. Well, I suppose I should have known. If you had your memories, you wouldn't have allied yourself with Cao Cao, the usurper of the Han. You have forgotten your mission, your ideals, and the promises you made. And now you're floating aimlessly through life. Yet even so, you are unable to escape your fate as a guardian of peace. You submit to a higher power and act as a weapon for them, just as you did as a guardian of peace once before. Though this seems even more pitiful. Juha, what did she say to you in the end? Did she tell you to forget everything and live on? Or to pursue true peace? If you can't remember, then let me remind you. Juha is dead. You were there when it happened. And now you're living a carefree life, free from any memory of her death. Perhaps that is the greatest insult of all. Remember, Zuluan!
Are you crying? Go, Zuluan. Down your own path. Are you crying? I'm fine. Go, Zuluan. Down your own path.
I thought you had both died. I never imagined. I thought I was alone. Maybe I was being foolish, desperately clinging to a past that will never return. I have some advice for you, Zuluan. If you insist on following the Han and allying with Cao Cao, then I will not hesitate to stand against you once more. You must remember who the Han are to us. Well, the point may be moot if Cao Cao is crushed by Yuan Shao in the next battle. I look forward to seeing him struggle.
Juha. I see. I had been wondering who she was, and why she chose to help you. It may be that the Juha you saw was a mirage, created by your own sense of guilt. That seems to be the logical conclusion. Zuluan, I believe now is the time for you to face the real Juha. You should figure out what it was that all of you staked your lives to accomplish. You, Juha, Bai Luan, and all of the Guardians of Peace. Don't you think you're underestimating me, Ziluan? I think you ought to place a little more faith in me. The key to unlocking your past is most likely the incense used by the Guardians of Peace. Well, while you've been off fighting, I've been busy myself. Very busy, in fact. However, I'm afraid the truth is crueler than you might imagine, Ziluan. I would understand if you wish to avoid learning the truth. That too is a valid choice. But if you do decide you want to unravel your past, it would be my duty as a doctor to offer my full assistance. That said, we had best try out the incense first of all. I will be rather embarrassed if it doesn't help you remember anything.
Even with such an eminent family, Yuan Shao stands out as truly competent.
Everything's gotten so expensive. I'd better choose carefully. So you remember, we fought the government forces that came to purge our village, and were cut down. And now, you know, I am but a fragment of your memory, a mirage from your past, born of your deep, painful regret over having survived that day. I think this will probably be the last time you'll see me. You do not need me anymore. Because now, you remember it all. The dreams we shared, the path we chose, the hopes that I passed on to you. I made my own choices, my own decisions. I lived my life without regrets. Feeling guilty for our deaths only cheapens our resolve. So please, Do not blame yourself anymore. From this point on, do not let your desire to atone for your past shape your future. Instead, be guided by your will to see your choices through. Now, go forth. You do not need to look back at us anymore. Of course, I always will. Zilwan, take care of Bailuan for us.
Good. It seems you were able to remember Chuha. That success is a weight off my mind. You did well. I officially pronounce you cured, which means my work is complete. Yes, there is nothing more to be done. No, I think not. Now that you've rediscovered your past, you've no more need of a doctor. Besides, I was thinking of taking a trip to the place where my father studied medicine. Better late than never, huh? As for you, Zilwan, you will be fine without me. Now that you know who you are, you're free to live your life as you wish. My, how you've changed. Zilwan, you're nothing like you were when we first met. The old you would have never said such a thing. Back then you were a wild warrior, hurling yourself into battle heedless of your wounds. But yes, despite my teasing, our journey has been one of the most rewarding times in my life. I met so many people, all fighting to survive this chaotic era. On second thought, maybe I could linger for a while longer yet? After all, what better place to fulfill my duty? Well, I call it a duty, but it's a humble matter compared to the exploits of someone like yourself. I learned medicine from my father, and he from his father. Along with that knowledge, they passed down the ideal of healing the sick and aiding the wounded. Now that I'm of a certain age, it's my duty to pass that ideal on to someone else. Just as Chuha passed her dreams and ideals on to you. Which is a roundabout way of asking, would you let me travel with you a little while longer? Thank you, Zilwan. I mean, that is to say, I shall continue to be at your service and provide what help I can.
What shall we do, Lord Cao Cao? Their numbers are far too great to fight without a plan.
Yuan Shao's army is growing cautious as it nears Guandu. It appears their loss in Baima has shaken them.
But with our supplies dwindling, Yuan Shao must know that time is on his side.
Any news from Shu City, Guojia?
Lord Xun Yu says that lords in the vicinity of Shu City are showing signs of revolt. And there are rumors that Liu Bei was spotted among the leaders of the rebellion.
Liu Bei?
His Majesty has taken a liking to Liu Bei. If he comes to the rescue, then His Majesty will follow him.
Then it is imperative that we send more troops to put the rebellion down, yes?
Do not be so nervous, Lord Xun Yu. Those who lack the heart of a warrior are destined for defeat. Let us endure for a while longer. Our chance will come to us in time.
Brother. They say Liu Bei is in Shu City. I wonder if Zhang Fei and the others are all right. Somewhere around Shu City. We can find out more there. First, we need to get permission to leave from Lord Cao Cao. We must also take custody of Liu Bei's family. Once we've settled our affairs here, we'll begin our journey. Does that sound good to you? Then let us return together, back to my brother's side.
I heard something's about to happen in Guandu, and I do not like the sound of that.
They say Lord Guan Yu surrendered to...
I see. So that weapon's power comes from there. An interesting insight indeed. Thank you once again for your wisdom. Could we speak for a little while longer? There is something I wanted to talk about with an experienced warrior like you. And you're willing to spend it listening to me? Your receptiveness is most appreciated. Earlier, I mentioned that I want to create things that will make people's lives easier. Where I'm from, there is a chronic shortage of laborers due to the war. So, I designed and created a wooden doll that can perform tasks for people. I was young then, so it was quite rudimentary. It could only make a dough-pounding motion. At first, there were people who were happy to see it, saying it helped with their daily cooking. But then one day, officials came unannounced and tore the doll to pieces. It turns out the magistrate's office had received complaints that the doll moved using some suspicious device. When the officials were getting ready to leave with the doll parts, they said this: if you're going to build such a thing, you ought to make it able to wield a weapon and fight. I was shocked. I couldn't fathom that there were people who didn't like what I had made, and those who wished to repurpose it for warfare. Well, those who fight wars always demand the most advanced inventions available. In the end, apparently my doll was rebuilt and deployed as a weapon. I only found out because someone came to me to complain that it was useless in battle. Although, I was glad to hear that. It made me realize my inventions could be used to hurt someone. But then again, I think responsibility lies not with the invention itself, but with those who misuse it. That's why I have come to the decision to study weaponry, so that I can continue working on my inventions. Instead of dismissing research into weapons as a waste, I'll try to learn everything I can in order to create a better future. Thank you. I will not give up.
as long as you're there for me. Perhaps I can help those living through these dark times. Like the guiding light of the moon. Oh, that may have been overdramatic. But I may as well be direct. Could we stay here a little while longer? I don't want to go back just yet. Really? It's exciting to think that we might see the sunrise together. In fact, I wish to stay with you all the time. So I think I'll build a life-size doll of you. Tonight, I'm going to take all of your measurements. I'll be as accurate and as thorough as possible.
Lord Liu Bei, we may not know where he is, but I hope he's safe and sound.
This place has the feeling of a second home. Talking with you always brings me such irreplaceable joy. Hence, why I come all this way. Now that I think about it, our friendship has withstood quite the test of time. Though, something inside me knew that would be the case from the moment we first met in Ji Province. Truly now, our bond is undeniable, to be sure. Now that I think about it, we fought together with Zhang Zhao back then, taking the leader of the Yellow Turbans as an ally, punishing government officials. What wild tribulations fate had in store for us. We stayed up all night after the battle, the two of us. Though we parted ways with Zhang Zhao, you and I have long had our eyes fixed on the same goal and walked that path together, in a way. I recall all those moments fondly, both the sweet and the bitter. Our journey is far from over, of course. Even now, Liu Bei stands at the center of a storm. That is precisely why I look towards his infinite potential. He's capable of great things. And to have you by our side as well, it's no exaggeration to say, I consider it a blessing from the heavens. You will play an essential part in Liu Bei's campaign. I believe that to be true. I've known you longer than even my sworn brothers. You're a comrade like no other, and your presence fills me with confidence. Well, forgive me. Hearing such determination from you was so deeply moving. May your wings of righteousness spread wide, my friend. Let us continue to work together, to ponder together, and on occasion, spread our wings together. And after that, we shall ensure that Liu Bei accomplishes great things.